So I came across this by Peter Whittle. She's not on some official visit to Pakistan. Why cover your hair in your own country? And you have to ask, well, yes. Well, why would you do that? Now, obviously, I'll turn down the music, and under fair use, maybe expand it and play. Oh, fuck. Audio. Now, apart from a blatant advertisement for Iron Brew and, is it Highland Spring? Both in plastic bottles. Wouldn't touch either. Certainly the Iron Brew, that's for sure, and anything in plastic. But that's by the by. Now, what gets me is anybody old enough to remember the demonisation of men generally in the West over the last, well, especially the last 30 odd years, anyway, yeah? And everything men apparently said, oh, they're sexist, they're this, they're that, they're misogynistic, they're blah, blah, blah. And yet we see blatant misandry pretty much every other day in parliaments, or as I like to call them, lodges, like the Scottish Parliament. And the demonising of, native white guys, yeah? But all I see these days when I'm out and about driving, I mean, my God, especially places like Edinburgh, is a demographic change that is astounding. And lots of women having to be covered head to toe. Now think back. You only need to think back 30-ish years, right? The demonisation of men is supposedly all men are sexist. You don't need no man. You go, girl, all the rest of it. And yet this is what we've got in government. Yeah, seriously. Actively encouraging people from, let's be honest, quite seriously misogynistic nations, yeah? But everybody turns a blind eye to it. But God forbid you said something, perceived sexist comment. But if it goes under the banner of a culture, yeah, except let's destroy our own to make way for, well, true misogynists. Let's be honest, yeah? Does that look of the empowerment of women to you? Seriously. And I'll repeat, I look around me, even in Edinburgh, and there's women dressed head to toe and they're servile and, submissive to their man, based on a culture and potentially a religion. And yet our own cultures are being destroyed where we absolutely cherish women, otherwise we'd never would have survived as a species. When you look at the great feats of Western nations, seriously, we're going back to the Dark Ages, quite literally, seriously, and not by accident. Anyway, as Starmer said, look, we are proud of our freedom of speech, but I don't think I'm saying anything controversial here, really, but this is where we are, seriously. And I'll speak to you soon.